Hello everybody, welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith. 1086, our solve count. Now, where we were over here in match, I know that there's no realistic chance of me solving either this puzzle that I can't get my brain around doing two shapes that are rotationally kind of, or flip mirror symmetrical because they're mismatch or matched, like two exactly the same shapes but around this island. Like, brain can't do that. Brain definitely can't do this on a difficulty 7. So we're out of there for a while. Range, there's 3 left over here. What we got? We've got a 4, a 4, and a 5. This shouldn't be bad, should it? Minimum 8 on a 25 would be an 8, 8, 9 for 25, or something like an 8, 17 in like a range. But there has to be 3 shapes, because this has to be A, this has to be A, and then if this is A, this has to be B, and then this might have to be like C and back to A or something like that, give or take. But it's only a difficulty 4. So I'm like, it shouldn't be that bad, right? I should be able to come up with some things that the shapes don't matter, it's just the size that matters. So, I mean, the shapes do matter because they can't be the same shape on both sides, but this and this are as they are, and they have to be the same. How do we even build a big shape out of this, you know? Because it's got to be minimum 8. So what's that going to look like? Like if that was 3 there, onto 4, we'd need something being too long. That's 8. That's 8. This is 9? Oh. That wasn't so bad. Okay. Then this 4. Minimum 3. But this is a 12. So we've got 25 total. Minus the 12 is 13. Minimum 3. But if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes, $12. If I had 2 12s, I can't have 2 12s and a 1, because that would be 24 and a 1. Minimum 3 doesn't work out. Three, 6, 9, 12. How big is this? 13. There's your problem. I can't do that. Otherwise, that would be so easy. And that's 13 as well. There's something about the math that's not mathing here. And I need to figure out what. Because I can't have 2 12s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is this? No, that can't be it, because I can't do 12 on this side. Yeah, no, that can't be it. How does this go? How does it go? $12? If this was like I don't even know what else I could do. I got 13 to work with to make all this work. Because I can't do like this and that or something. Four. Could I do something like this to get... Maybe 4, 8, 12 instead of 3, 6, 9, 12. These three have to be the same. This can be different. These three have to be the same. Out of 13, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, but they can't be too large. So I come back to this, which isn't correct, but I want things to take up as much real estate twice as I can. Oh. There it is. That's not so bad either. 5. Okay. There's lots to work with here, at the very least, and 5 is by no means the trickiest stuff we've worked with. So minimum 2. Well, this comes out. 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 That comes out. This can't bond with that, so that comes out to there. This can't join that, so that's the 4. Then this can't do that because delta. So I think that's the other 4. I think so far that's correct. That all seems very straightforward. Then if this is 3, that's that. If that's 3, that has to be that. If that's going to match that, that has to be that. Again, so far, feels quite straightforward. For 5 on here, I'm seeing this. That looks nice. I can't do it that way because we end up with the 2 1s. Can we make this work nice and quickly? Be great if we could. That and the, oh, it's so close. No, it was correct. I was getting confused about where the extra volume could come in. We rinsed through those. How did I struggle so much with those previously? I don't know. Or why did I not think I was capable of doing those? Just goes to show that practice and gaining knowledge in the other areas has helped refine what's going on for us in other sections. So 96% here, 89% there, 60% here. Rose windows missing there. Solitude, mismatch, and match. So the match 2 I know are horrendous. One of the rose windows I know is horrendous. Mismatch and solitude. Let's go back to one of those then. This is mismatch. There are 9 puzzles here. Oh, there's like the the white bands don't stand out nearly as strongly as the red ones. So we've got 6, 5, 5, 6, 5, 3, 5, 5, 7. I'll start me on that 3 then. Precision 4 mismatch. So it's 20, which equals 5 regions. Those have to touch, that has to get to there, that has to get to there. It's precision 4 and mismatch. So this has to be the T, one way or the other. That can't do that, because that can't do that to follow it. That was... Maybe I just never clicked that one before, but that was smooth. Okay. So 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 5, 7. So nothing else around here in the realm of being easy. Red, 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 white, red, red. All right, well, we'll start with the red 5s then. Oh, God. All regions must have different shapes. Well, there's a bunch we can start with. That must do that. That must touch that and that. Is there any other way that can go? Because we can't do this, because that's dead ends. So that's there. This has to touch that, that has to touch that. You can actually take that as well. So this cell is ambiguous on that. But I expect the full-size 6 piece will be more likely to be correct. That looks reasonable. This is another case where, well, it could be C, or it could be a full 6 and a line. Oh no, we got the line already, so guessing that's good. Yeah. This could be that 7 and a 2. So this is ambiguous on this. That's got to do that. That's got to do that. Again, well, that could be 5 and 1. We haven't seen that as an option yet. Oh, it's going to get real gnarly now, isn't it? It's going to come down to who has the potential for ambiguity or not. Okay, that's not bad. There's nothing else that's competing to be a block of 6. Oh, I hate this a lot. Right, is there any other way I can solve this guy? I can do that with a domino. You're not a parallel line, you're a T. You must take that. Okay, I feel better about this, which means I feel less good about this. Well, we don't have a 4. No, we have this shape twice. We have this shape twice. It's the same set of runes in proximity to one another here. It's part of my issue. So it's just getting these two not to match. We got 6 and 3, 7 and 2, 5 and 4, 4 and 5. This must take that, that must take that. This must take those, that must take that. So that can't go. That not competing for the 4 seems best. Ah, nice. I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. Okay. Another 5. Mismatch precision polyominoes. Okay. Well, a few things that we know off the start is that this is either going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means these two are fixed and it's ambiguous through these. All regions must have different shapes, and so it's how many pentominoes are there, and does this area divide by 5? I bet there are 12 pentominoes. How many unique pentominoes are there? There are 12 free unique pentominoes. Okay, I did know this. So, this can't be here because that can't get out to anything useful. So I think that has to be this. And there's nothing else that it can be, I think. Should put that at that, that at that, that at that. I hope. I've got to figure out how to squeeze this guy in here somehow. With the T, it's got to either be this or this. That's 10 in the gap, so I think it's going to be this. Then it's a question of how do we fill this space, because it could be something like that, but I wonder if there are alternate options. Well, there's this, or there's this. So there's options for that. We have to fill out this corner. That looks like a good way to do it. Now I need to think about a cheat sheet for what's left. This W shape is going to be actually totally fine. We've done the C shape, so... Oh no. Oh no. There it is. That one wasn't so bad. Did I just give up on this region really prematurely? I don't know, but nice to be having a nice time of things. Mismatch precision 5, but this is only 45, so there's 3 pentominoes we're not using. Why does that scream as the way to do that to me? Well, this is vibes so far, but sometimes the brain just works. Maybe it's not vibes, maybe it's something that I just can't verbalize in my technique. Alright, precision 5. This feels like it shouldn't be bad. There's only so many ways to get out of all these corners. Okay, these two are going to be a match pair of either this and this, or this and this, because they can't make the two W's the same. So these are matched pair ambiguities on X's. Then this is a C or a Z. And this is either the C here or the Z here. And then it's just kind of wondering what doesn't kind of have big competition for its space, which feels like these don't have big competition for their space. There you go. That wasn't bad, was it? Actually, kind of flying through some of these. 6, 6, 5, 7. Is there just 4 left? Yeah, 6, 6, 5, 7. Alright, here's another 5. Again, precision 5. Mismatch with palisades this time. So, this to start us off. I don't know why that just feels great to me. It's probably not this, but since the last like 2-3 puzzles, we kind of let vibes cook and it worked. I'm gonna keep it up and see what we get. It's just trying to think of what the other pentominoes are. Alright, that's not gonna work here. It's close, honestly. It is close. But what's left wants to make another one of those. So the bottom half feels worse than the top half because the bottom half feels less unique. What other shape can I make that has part of a T in it? This one. Well, I think he cooked. I think he cooked a lot. So that leaves us with 3, 6, 6, and 7. Well, we're not at the half-hour mark yet, so... Do I have terrible memories of trying this? I don't know, but what I do know is that this is either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so this is ambiguous to here. Except it's not, because if this is true, we can't do that to match it. So that's our first 5. That's not a problem at all. Mismatch and polyominoes. So this can't do this and leave the 1. Otherwise, it has a lot of options. The way this line gets split up is going to be important. Basically, there has to be a line that's either this, 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 or this. Because we can't have a 5 line here, or a 5 line there, or a 5 line there. So then something like this begins to look nice. But how would we fill in a 2x2 up here without the P? You basically can't without redoing something. So what if we bump that up? Bump that down. Oh, we can't do that. Interesting. Yeah, the way we surround this. We can't do a 5. So that can't reach up to there, which would leave this. But we can't do that twice, which leaves that. But we can't do that twice, which leaves that. But we can't do that twice, which leaves that. But we can't do that twice, which leaves that. So we were kind of quite close at the beginning. Excuse my pause for sneezes. So it's either, I think, got to be this or this. Those are the 2 possible solutions we have. Except we know it's not this one because we can't do that. And we can't do that. So that tells us that this is correct. Now, we might have been looking at a version of this a second ago, but at least now we've confirmed it with logic. So that means that must exist there. So we still got to fill out the 2x2. Maybe something like that will help. Can't have that go twice. Can we fill in? Yeah. We can fill that in better. Alright. We flew through some of these today. Does it say you've solved the puzzle? No, it just says everything is correct. We flew through those. So, it's just a 6 and a 7. That'll be a tale for perhaps next time. For now, thank you ever so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.